Delegates, please take your seats. The committee is now in formal session. Thank you for attending today's session. We will discuss climate change and universal healthcare. Your input in today's discussion and ideas for resolution are desperately needed. We will begin by roll call to see which countries are present. Australia.
Present and voting.
Japan.
Present and voting.
Haiti.
Present and voting.
Iceland.
Present and voting.
Indonesia.
Present and voting.
Vietnam.
Present and voting.
Germany.
Present and voting.
France.
Present and voting.
South Korea.
Present and voting.
USA.
Present and voting.
Singapore.
Present and voting.
Are there any points or motions on the floor at this moment?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The delegate of Japan motion to open the speaker list.
Thank you, Delegate of Japan. That motion is in order. All countries must vote in procedural matters. All those in favor of opening the speakers list, please raise your placards. So, Korea will speak first, followed by Germany, followed by Singapore, followed by Haiti. At this time, the chair now recognizes Korea for the period of 20 seconds.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair. The delegate of Korea believes that climate change is an important topic, so we would like to talk about that first. Thank you. I yield my time to the chair.
Thank you, Delegate of South Korea. The chair recognizes Germany for the time of 20 seconds to speak.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair. The delegates of Germany even thought that climate change is very important, but the universal healthcare are much more important than climate change. Thank you. I give my time to your chair.
Thank you, Germany. The chair recognizes Singapore for the time of 20 seconds to speak.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair. The delegate of Singapore agreed with the point of Germany. Even though climate change is very important, we believe that universal healthcare is more important, so we would like to talk about that first. Thank you. I yield my time to the chair.
At this time, the chair recognizes Haiti for the period of 20 seconds.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair.
The delegate of Haiti believes that climate change is much more pressing concerns, and we would like to talk about it first. Thank you. I yield my time to the chair.
Thank you, Haiti. At this time, we will have to vote to set an agenda. All those in favor of voting climate change, please raise your placards. Thank you, delegates. All those in favor of speaking for universal healthcare, please raise your placards. The chair has observed that climate change is the topic for the agenda. We're going to set motions to open the debate for climate change.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The delegate of Vietnam motion to set the speaking time for 3 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, delegate. That motion is in order. Are there any other points or motions on the floor? The speakers list is now open. All countries wishing to be planned on the speakers list, please raise your placards. Okay, let's start with France. Kun An. Australia. Mang San. Indonesia. Tran Ha An. Singapore. Mang Kang. South Korea. Wang Chung. Please excuse my pronunciation of the names. Japan. Vuha and Selena. Thank you, delegates. The speakers list is now open with the speaking time set at 3 minutes. At any point, if you wish to be added to the speakers list, please send a note to the co-chair. In order to go forward with this motion, I'm going to need 3 speakers for and 3 speakers against. Countries which are for, please raise your placards. It's France, Japan and Korea. Against, Australia, Singapore and Indonesia. France. You have the floor for 3 minutes.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair. The delegate of France believes that climate change is worthy of discussion. We were speaking for the topic and make some important points. The first point is carbon dioxide fertilizations, as it is expected to be more CO2 in the atmosphere toward the end of the century. Plants will take advantage of elevated level and produce more growth, which means greater pasture production. Is what likely farmers will be able to increase stock number or conserve feed sale. The second point is shelter. The higher temperature will be make it necessary to plant more trees to provide shade for stock and reduce heat stress. It will also provide optimum growing conditions for ryegrass, and along with an earlier, warmer spring, that means farmers have more fish available. Thank you. I yield my time to the chair.
Thank you, Honourable Delegate. At this time, the Chair recognises Australia to speak for 3 minutes.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair. The delegate of Australia believes that climate change is worthy of discussion. We will be speaking against the topic. Climate change affects every corner of our planet, from the pole to the tropic and from the mountain to the ocean. People and nature worldwide are already feeling the effect. Water supply shrinking, extreme weather even increasing in frequency and intensity, forest burning and coral reef dying. But the government and community are coming together to act, and we can still escape the worst impact of climate change and build a safer future for all. Protecting and restoring forests, producing and consuming food more sustainably will also make a major contribution while helping reverse the loss of nature at the same time. But we need to do more and faster. Most importantly, we need to step up effort to switch from using fossil fuel, the biggest cause of climate change, to the renewable energy. We need to help people and nature adapt to the inevitable change ahead. Man-made climate change is real. It is happening now and it is among the greatest challenges. Thank you. I give my time to the Chair.
Thank you, Honourable Delegate. At this time, the Chair recognises Japan to speak for 3 minutes.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair. The delegate of Japan, besides some disadvantages of climate change that leader of Australia mentioned above, I confirm that there are still some advantages of climate change that we need to consider. Firstly, a France's opinion, other frozen regions of the earth might experience more plant growth and milder climate. Thirdly, the Northwest passes through the formerly icy Canadian Arctic archipelago, could arguably open up to transportation. And of course, fewer deaths or injury would occur due to Arctic conditions. Lastly, longer growing season could mean increased agricultural production in some areas. Thank you for listening. I yield my time to the Chair.
Thank you, Honourable Delegate. At this time, the Chair recognises Singapore. You have the floor for 3 minutes.
On behalf of Singapore, we believe that climate change can put a huge pressure to the health, social and economic. Insect-borne diseases increases. For example, if insects don't die in an area where it no longer reaches its cold temperature as it once did, diseases those insects may carry, such as Lyme disease, can proliferate more easily. People from poor, drier, water or low-lying countries that attempt to immigrate to wealthier or higher elevation locales seeking better conditions. Moreover, when climate warms overall, people use more energy resources for cooling needs, which leads to a rise in air pollution at depths from increasingly hot weather that cannot be mitigated. Thank you. Thank you for listening. I yield my time to the Chair.
I believe that the benefits of global warming include fewer winter deaths, lower energy costs, better agricultural yields, probably fewer droughts, and maybe can be richer biodiversity. It is a little known fact that the winter death exceeds summer death. Not just a country like Britain, but also those like Greece. Both Greece and Britain see mortality rates rise about 18% each winter. Especially cold winter causes a rise in the herd fever far greater than the rise in the death during the heat wave. Cold, not the heat, is the biggest killer. For last decade, Britain has been dying from cold at the average rate of 29,000 escape deaths each winter. In 10 years since, there has been no summer death spikes at all. Escape winter deaths hit the poor harder than the rich for the opposite reason. They cannot afford heating. And it is not just at rich who benefit from the moderate warming. Global warming has so far cut heating bills more than it has raising cooling bills. It resumed after current 17 years heatings, and if the energy efficiency of our home improve, and then at the point of the cost of the cooling probably will exceed the cost of the heating, probably from about 2035.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair. The delegate of Indonesia will believe that pros and cons of climate change. We will be speaking against for the topic. Now I will tell you more detail about the cause and consequences of Amazon burning. There are two main causes of forest burning. The firstly is human beings are farming in the jungle. Since a farmer needs a massive amount of land, so they are driven to continuously clear forest, which is illegally to expand by children. The second cause is infrastructure development and deforestation. President Bolsonaro is also pushing forward an ambitious infrastructure plan that would turn the Amazon many waterway into electricity generator. But the people living nearby objected strongly, so the project has been slowed up. The last but not least, building road system is sugar stream. We found that makeshift road crossing cause both soil erosion and build up in stream. This worrying water quality hurting the fish that thrive in this delicately plant habitat. So it's time for human prevent all bad actions that cause climate change. We need to act faster and faster. No time to wait. Thank you. I yield my time to the chair.
Thank you all delegates for your ideas about climate change.
Which country are you behalf of?
I'm on behalf of the country Iceland.
What topic are you interested in today?
Today I will focus on the pressing topic, climate change.
Why are you into this topic, and what are your solutions for your country to prevent climate change?
Because the environment is so important for human life, but nowadays you can see it's becoming worse and worse. Truly, it's affected negatively by human activities. In my country, we make efforts to switch from using fossil fuels, the biggest cause of climate change, to clean, renewable energy.
Thank you so much for attending our interview.
Hello, what country are you behalf of?
On behalf of Germany.
On behalf of Haiti.
What topic are you interested in today?
My topic interested today is universal health care.
The topic I interested today is universal health care like him.
Why are you into this topic?
Because I can help people and do to save people.
Because it is very important with every people in the world.
Do you have any solution for your country about this topic?
Is like America.
My country must have more hospital for poor people, and they can have free medical examination.
Most sort of fair that we all pay attention. But I think, however, on behalf of Germany, I think universal healthcare are much more important topic because I think should never depend on where you live, how much money do you have. We are imposing tax to give the popular toward healthier choice such as those cigarettes and alcohol, make them expensive, makes them more expensive.
The sentence is easy.
Okay, are you ready?
No. Okay, yes.
1, 2, 3, go.
3, 2, 1 bắt đầu.
Hello, what country are you behalf of?
Kêu chú ý nhá. 3, 2, 1 bắt đầu.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair. Delegate of Australia believe that climate change is worthy of discussion.